born on 3rd December 1895 in Vienna, in Austria, died on 9th October 1982 in London in United Kingdom. Freud said creative mind have always been known to survive any kind of bad training. Freud was an Austrian British psychoanalyst. She was born in Vienna, the sixth and the youngest child of Sigmund Freud and Martha Bernays. She followed the path of her father and contributed to the field of psychoanalysis. Alongside Melanie Klein, she may be considered the founder of the psychoanalytic child psychology. Compared to her father, her work emphasized the importance of the ego and its normal developmental lines, as well as incorporating a distinctive emphasis in collaborative work across a range of analytical and observational contexts. After the Freud family were forced to leave Vienna in 1938 with the advent of the Nazi regime in Austria, she resumed her psychoanalytic practice and her pioneering work in child psychology in London, establishing the Hampstead Child Therapy Course and Clinic in 1952. Now, the Anna Freud National Center for Children and Families as a center for the therapy, training and research work. Anna Freud said creative mind have always been known to survive any kind of bad training. Yes, creative mind. From where the creative mind comes? The creative mind comes from making the children to always think optimist and not pessimist. And nowadays, the whole generation of the education department, the whole group of the education system have taught the children to be pessimist and never optimist, never optimist, never optimist. Hence the deep intimate relationship, deep intimate love with the parents and the samskriti and the culture and the family is been lost. When that is lost, you have to now come back to talk about creative mind and psychology, psychoanalysis, all has sprung up. Before there was no psychoanalyst and psychologist in India because the parents, the grandmother and the grandfather, and the love relationship itself dissolves, yes. Like the coronavirus, they say it's just a fat. It melts in heat. It melts even with the rock salt, yes. And here in the Indian family, that psychology problems melts with the love of the father and mother, the love of the grandparents, love of the creative mind which comes automatically in the form of the samskriti, the culture of the particular family. And that has been completely secured in the form of a joint family called the family tree. Anna Freud said, creative mind has always been known. In our school there was a small boy with a long beard. His name is Mr. Rakum. There was a neighborhood person called Bachan Auntie. Her name is Kamala Auntie. Every time Kamala Auntie comes and tells this small boy, Mr. Rakum, look, Mr. Rakum, people are talking bad about you, bad about your school, etc. And I always keep telling Kamala Auntie, we believe in bad publicity. Bad publicity is better than no publicity. In our whole career of social work, or whatever I have done it, we have done it, there is hardly any good talks. If at all any good talks come, that is bonus. And she's telling, every time I see you, I never found you talking. Even if I bring a bad stories, you try to be very optimistic. I think that is the success of your school. The whole of Indiranagar the whole of Indiranagar, I think, were in love with Rakum school, were in love with Rakum, because Mr. Rakum was teaching them for so many years, so many. Down from 1984, the whole Bangalore city was being taught to make children very strong and powerful. Not only strong and powerful, from the day one, that small boy, the long-bearded small boy in our school called Mr. Rakum, was teaching them Zen philosophy and Sanskrit, everything, yes. 24/7 was his work. And the whole, as time passed, he was becoming very possessive. He was not allowing more people to get inside, because after Mr. Rakum started the blind school, the growth of the children and the education was very, very important. The strict routine made people feel jealous. And more people started coming, huge amount of people started coming. Then automatically, the neighborhood, what do you call, the neighborhood group association, the neighborhood association, residents association, they started spreading the rumor, telling, don't give anything to Mr. Rakum, don't give anything to Rakum school, he's very rich, he's got big head weight, etc. And one person, Kariyappa, I don't know, from Kur, he used to always visit me, and he said, look, Mr. Rakum, even if you have 12 Mercedes-Benz car and you travel in the Rolls-Royce car, I will still continue to only donate to you, because I've seen you non-stop 24/7. You are only working and working. And I've seen the smallest child grown up to become the big child. When you become optimist, yes, that's what happened. When I was carrying, one old family called me and said, nobody is coming and picking up things. We called your school several times. So I took the ambulance and rushed up to the house. And from the second floor, I was carrying all the old newspapers, the old clothes on my shoulder and coming down. And one lady looked at me and said, oh, Acharyaji, what is this? Why are you carrying the old things? I said, it's not old. It's old, I'll convert it to gold. Old is gold. And she said, I can't believe you always are always optimist. One time one person came and I told them, anything old what you have in the house, please give to our school, because we can use it. And said, there is nothing in our house which is old to be given to you. I said, never mind. At least when you're sweeping time, you find some dust. You can bring the dust to the school, and what do you do with the dust? I said, I'll find small pieces of gold in the dust. No, in my house there's no gold, neither you'll get gold in the dust. I said, when you bring the dust, I'll make you smile. In that smile, I find a gold. That was the creative mind, the optimist mind of Mr. Rakum, which made Rakum school so popular. I always appreciate that young boy, that long-bearded Mr. Rakum, sitting in the Rakum school. I always found him very optimistic. This kind of small things, when people said there was no food, we said, the excess food being thrown in the houses, your old clothes. When people came to bring the thing, they said, why not we give one extra? Trying to find out, that created a kind of a joint family. Our total school was a joint family. Mr. Rakum made it like a joint family, yes. And a joint family had got many seniors, juniors, fighting and loving. Mostly, 99%, we were in deep, intimate love with each other. Whether it's a boy or a girl, trying to take care of the younger ones. And they also understood varieties of language, varieties of mother tongues, varieties of cultures, mingling all together to find out one path, one point, the healthy food, variety of tasty food, at the same time the healthy food in the school, and the healthy training to be the best educator. Anna Freud said, creative mind always be known to survive. Yes, you can. That is one thing I wanted to give as example. The Rakum school survived only on that optimist mind, only on the creative mind. Children always laughing and playing and jumping, and at the same time, when they come to study, they are karma yogis. 100 is 100. 99, they never believe so much, and they work very hard. Many times people came and said, yes, are there no men around here? And my small baby children, girl children who are in the 5th standard, 10 years, 11 years, they said, we are there. I said, no, you cannot carry 50 kg, 25 kg bag and all this, boom, they carry and run. Such is the spirit which came from the creative mind. Anna Freud and Mr. Rakum was deeply in love with Sigmund Freud, and in early 20s is completed almost all the reading Sigmund Freud. And Anna Freud's creative mind has always been known, and Anna would like to tell the Anna Freud people, when you have the family, please continue to make sure the family is very, very important. Even if it is not the family, a commune like Rakum school can create a family if they are deep in love, intimately in love, and they find there is a younger sister, elder sister, younger brother, elder brother relationship together, and they all sit together, family sits together, eats together, prays together, grows together. And in the Rakum school, you can see that small boy Rakum with the long beard sitting with the children, putting hand into the plate of the children, eating together, yes, playing together, yes, playing together, eating together. Anna Freud's creative mind has always been known to survive. Yes, it will survive provided the Samskriti has been taught. The education department has spoiled it. The education institutions have spoiled it. They have never taught the children how to cook. Let thy food be thy medicine, Hippocrates said. And when that is not there, they start buying from outside. They start spitting at the parents. Then what can you educate? Do not send your children to such schools. Then you always need a psychologist, a psychoanalyst. Yes, the education comes from the mother tongue. If the children doesn't know the mother tongue, I heard in Japan, before any interview you go and they first ask you, please sing a song. And say, I do not know to sing. No, we are asking you to sing a song of your mother tongue. And if you say you do not know, if you cannot respect your mother tongue, you cannot respect my company cannot grow. That is the psychology of the thinking. If they have that thinking, why not the schools also teach, make sure that children's mother tongue is very important. Their Samskriti is very important. And the cooking, the traditional cooking, yes. The more you cook, the more you become a doctor. You become a psychologist. Through the cooking, you become a philosopher. You become very close to the divine, and you are God. Hence in India, the mother is very, 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 very important. When the mother in the house is there, there's no psychological problem, because anything coming out from the mouth of the mother is the gospel of truth. That is what maybe Anna Freud was trying to create. Your mind always been known to survive any kind of bad trait, any kind of bad thing around. No, that creative mind, the optimist mind, strengthens the family, strengthens the joint family. And then you can see the love coming out from the husband to the wife to the husband, the deep intimate love through the hug and the kiss and taking bath together and cooking together and sitting together and playing together makes the family strong. Anna Freud said. Creative mind has always been known to survive any kind of bad training. This is my 259th small talks to you.